Hey guys, Chuck here with No Time to Be Sad. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is for you guys. Today is the second part of the live stream that I did yesterday for the other time zone. How is everybody today? I want to give you guys an update of what's going on. Let me wait till we have some people show up yet. A lot of people watch these later, they miss it. So I try to give all the information I can up front and then all the blah, blah, blah nonsense towards the end. Hello guys, how are you this afternoon? Hope everybody's doing well. I know US, it's about 9 o'clock in the evening, central time right now. In the US. But I want to talk a little bit this morning about what's going on in our area and some things in Thailand. I want to talk about some things about the channel, what's coming up next, and just what's been happening in general, right? Still bored as ever. Let me connect to my computer while we got only a few people popping in yet. So far. I hope everybody's doing good this evening or this afternoon. Okay, there we go. I mean, I've got this thing down pat where I can pop in pretty quick now to see the comments. BC hiker hillbilly. How are you today? Vicky, good to see you. Jay, good to see you. Everything is good. I made a video the other day and shared some thoughts of the moment, and people were kind of concerned. I got a lot of awesome emails and stuff. Every day is a new day. Today is great. Can you guys hear me okay? I've got fans blowing in every direction. You guys get a lot of wind. Can you hear some wind noise right now? I hope not. It's like sweltering hot right now. Anyway, give me a thumbs up if the sound is okay. Yes, there's wind noise, or yes, the sound is okay. Hear you fine. Okay, good deal. Good. I don't want to turn the fan on. We've been turning the air condition on in here. It's been crazy hot. It's been close to between 38 and 42 degrees right now. Everybody seems to be getting rain in the area except us. It's been really, really dry. So, but I want to talk about a few things before we say hello and all that and answer some questions about what's going on. We're going to go through our second phase of restrictions. They're going to have a meeting this Friday in Thailand, and then they're supposed to let everybody know, put it all together, and then let everybody know the following Monday, the 17th. On the new lightened restrictions. I'm really happy that they're really talking about the economy right now. I think the biggest whole thing in Thailand right now is the hit that they took on the economy, because the infection rate has been really low. Yesterday's numbers, I have them right here. This is Thailand's numbers. Yesterday was total cases of 3,017. Recovered number was 2,798. 56 deaths. And right now 163 active people with the virus. So the economy's hit pretty hard right now for this. And as of right now, and it's dropping, there's only a 2% chance, a 2% death rate from the coronavirus in Thailand. So, but I'm happy to hear they're talking about the economy more so now to get kind of the direction of fear away from the virus and trying to move forward. So I don't know. They talked about a lot of things opening, but still having a barrier between everybody, social distancing, and the face mask is crazy, you know. But Thai people, some of them wear hoodies and coats, and it's like 40 damn degrees outside because they don't want to get a tan, right? But I can't do that. I just melt. And that friggin' face mask in the heat, it's like wearing a wet sock, you know, it just gets it gets just unbearable. But I don't know how they do it, but a lot of it, maybe right now, maybe 40% are wearing the face mask randomly. When they go to the markets or have to go into the stores, they do put it on because they don't want to, they are worried about what other people say about them. So they do wear it when they need to, but man, that damn thing is hot. But they did lighten up the restriction on bicycle riding and jogging while wearing the mask. But the mask is crazy here, hot in Thailand. That's about it. They really haven't talked much about what's been going on. They want to wait till they finalize. I shared a link to you guys on our channel on the homepage, and you guys can. I shared a link where they talk the daily briefings. At the end of those videos is in English. You can click on that link and get the day-to-day reports if you guys are interested on what the officials are saying about what's going on in Thailand instead of the secondhand news. So up to you, but I did share it. If you're unable to find it, let me know in the comment section after this video, and I'll share the link with you again. And that way you can see what's happening. As far as travel inside, coming to Thailand, they've talked about some travel bubbles. I don't know the details on it quite yet, but they were talking about Australia and New Zealand right at first for inbound travel to Thailand. So I don't know. A lot of people are asking me, what do I think about, like in America, when they'll be able to come. And I don't know, if I had to guess, sometime between November and January. I think it just all depends on a lot of things, you know what I mean? So anyway, I want to talk about a couple of other things, and if you guys got any other questions about that later on, you can ask me. There's a lot popping up, so let me just talk about a couple of things. Me and Paige just went to get a physical done yesterday, both of us. So there's Paige. Up and coming video is going to be about Paige getting a physical. No, she's not pregnant. But we got all tested up, and let you know what our ailments are, right? But other than that, not a whole lot going on. I'm hoping by the next Monday we'll be able to do some more traveling around. I think by next month we should be able to head towards the ocean. Right now a lot of places are open. We've been getting emails from Kanchanaburi like crazy, saying, come to us, we're open. Like, okay, well, you need more you need more YouTube time or what? No. But a lot of places are open right now. It's just trying to get there through provinces, because province to province is different. So I think by next month, Paige brought me milk. Things will be better, but I'm hoping I really need a break. So I'm hoping by next week I could do a pretty long bike ride, but we'll see. I know by the end of the month, things will get better. That's all that's been happening. I'm hoping we can have a massive Sunday Fun Day party this Sunday. I think we're all ready for that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. A lot of people have complained, and I want to talk about this, about the monetization of my channel, about commercial breaks and stuff like that. So I will say that you can pay a premium to YouTube. I think it's pretty inexpensive, and you can skip all commercials on YouTube videos. But if you typically watch my video when they first come out, like if you're watching live, most likely you're not going to get a commercial on a live stream. I don't know 100%, but I don't think so. And then when you watch the videos as they come out, a lot of people get the notification bell, and they may get a little pop-up commercial, because that's what I get when I watch. I kind of proof watch them to make sure it uploaded okay, and I get the little kind of like invisible type little pop-up, but that's not a big deal. But here's the thing. I'm going to explain to you my thoughts on monetization, making money on my YouTube channel. So it's not that big of a deal to me to make money. I didn't come here really to live off of YouTube, okay? But this started out as kind of just kind of like a log to keep track and to look back on things. And then it became kind of fun. You know, I enjoy talking and showing and bringing you guys along and showing a better part of life living in Thailand. And so it's kind of become like a more of an artistic thing where it's like, it's kind of like if you've painted a picture and you like the picture, you're going to hang the picture up where many people can see it, right? So if people like your picture, it gets you motivated to continue to make pictures, right? So I get motivated on the YouTube channel by the comments and the likes and the subscriptions, and it makes me keep trying to get better and better. If that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just telling you how I think about it. It's kind of like my hobby, and I'm really enjoying it. So, blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
So here's the deal on the commercials. If I demonetize the channel, YouTube is in it for the money, right? It's not free. It's free for you to watch. It's free for me to make a video. But they will not promote the channel if it's not monetized because they could care less about it. So they're not going to put your picture up in front of a crowd. You know what I mean? So there are ways to go in there and select certain ad breaks and stuff like that. And you got to go to, it's a little complicated. So anyway, I just chose to let, thank you, Roger. I appreciate that. I just choose to let YouTube, I'll get to all you guys in just a minute. I'm sorry, I'm not ignoring you. But I let them choose the ad breaks depending on the commercial. So, I mean, depending on the video. Paige is distracting me, so I'm going to lose my train of thought any minute now. I already have. You know, a lot of people are not wanting to watch my channel because it's not what they're searching for in Thailand. It's not like, hey, let's go move to Thailand and get married and go move in with the in-laws. And, you know, it's not what people want to do. It's not something that they're searching for on the internet, right? We know what they're looking for on the internet, so I don't have that kind of traffic, and I'm okay with that. But if I could get the channel promoted and people could see a different perspective, a different type of life, maybe they'll get a different thought and become part of I think we have a pretty good community of us talking online and in the comment section, and they could see a different part of Thailand. I think it's a win. So the more I allow YouTube to promote, or to advertise, the more it seems like they're promoting the channel, because a high percentage of the views that come on my posts are from YouTube promoting the channel. The rest are like searches, you know. And then of course my subscription base, which less than half of you guys are subscribers. I can see who's subscribers and who's not subscribers, and I can see a lot of things. I can see where you're from, how many times you've commented. I can look back at all your comments and even your IP address if I wanted to. But anyway, all the analytics are there, and anyway, it's like a game for me, and I really enjoy it, and I'd like to make the videos, and I like for people to see. Anyway, that's really all I got to say about that. If you're coming for the other things for Thailand, then that's great. I mean, I have nothing at all against that, period. Those videos are just, I'm not interested in it. We have 305 people watching. Very cool. I got a thumbs down guy here. I appreciate that. 79 thumbs up.
You got one now. You got 14 yesterday.
It's probably the one I just had a conversation with earlier today. A lot of people don't agree with me.
I got 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Now they're jacking with me now. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. A lot of people don't agree with me. That's okay. I don't expect you to. You know, it's fine. We can have an adult conversation. A lot of times they want to tell me their point of view and then end it with you're a typical American, or that must be an American point of view. And after I hear that, the whole integrity of the conversation for me is done. It's just so weird for me to hear that. I've never in my life experienced oh, you must just be an English thing, or it must just be an Australian thing, or what the hell does that mean? 330 million people in the U.S. just suck. They all think like me.
Hello.
I hate to tell you, but
You talk too much.
yeah, they're not all. And I'm sure if you're a dick, not everybody in the UK is a dick. I'm sure they probably think you're a dick too. So, anyway, thanks for the thumbs up. Okay, now I want to answer some questions today, if all possible. It's very difficult to do that when we have a pretty good crowd. But if you guys see a question and you want to answer it for me, thank you. I appreciate that. So I don't see any moderators here yet today, so please keep the comments clean. Okay, let's see. Stephen, you made it. Stephen Kinney, you made a comment the other day. You missed it. Hello, how are you? Wayne, don't worry about the people. I get this a lot. Hey, don't worry about the trolls. Don't. But here's the thing. It doesn't really... My channel is based on a community, right? I'm not just making a video to entertain you with a whole shitload of B-roll. I'm trying to bring you guys along and answer some questions on the way. So I interact a lot with my viewers. So it's a part of the video to be able to interact and talk to the people who maybe are confused, or a lot of them just want to be dicks. You know, I understand that. That's just how they are. There's a couple of different types of people. There's a type that row the boat, and then there's the type that just keep their feet in the water. There's no change in those people. So, but yeah, it's not the trolls don't. If the trolls really bothered me, I don't think I would be doing the video for as long as. Some of it's pretty funny, and I really like to talk back to them. But most of the time, I usually just delete the comment because it's usually a lot of profanity or, you know, stupid American type stuff. Thank you, Mitch, very much for that. Time for Leo. It's actually coffee time. They just brought me a milk, so I got coffee and milk. But it's 9:17 in the morning. But I'm sure where you're at, it's probably Leo time if you can get it. Victory, I need a haircut. I cut my own hair. It's just easy. The hair thing, it just works for me in Thailand. When it gets a little bit longer, I scratch and itch, and it's not good. I don't like it. Your little cousin's on here today again. Hello. What food do I like the most? I like Isan food. Trio, not Leo. Jack. GTA, good to see you. 3:15 in the morning. Wow. What else you got to do, right? Yesterday I talked for 2 hours. I don't want to do that, but the conversation always gets interesting in the evening time on my other videos because it gets closer to beer 30. So we always talk about types of beer. I know it's beer 30 for you guys right now. You need a dog. No. A lot of people go, we need our own house, we need our own dog, we need kids, we need this, we need that. No. You know, we have pieces of land, we could build a house really easy, or we could rent a house probably cheaper than what we're doing here. But, you know, this is just we're usually here only a couple of weeks and then we're traveling. But on some holidays, and of course right now we're stuck. But if we had kids or a dog or a cat, I mean, it would be a problem for what we want to do. We just want to travel. They eat dogs in Thailand. Well, you know, I had interesting conversations when I first started vlogging about that, but I learned a lot of things as I have been here about eating dogs. Sakon Nakhon, which is right next to us, used to be like the dog eating capital of Thailand. Do they still do it over there? I've heard stories, yes. Is it common practice? Not anymore, no. But, you know, there's still people that burn forests down to hunt food in Thailand. So, I mean, there's still going to be those types of people. How do you bring a dog there from the U.S., Frank asked. You can go to the website and get all the information, but from what I've been told, you have to have you have to have a specific shot record. And some people say quarantine, but another person here lately said that they didn't have to put their dog in quarantine. They just had to make sure it had the proper shot record that was required for Thailand. But all that information is just Google your question and it'll pop up. Okay. Your cousin says, how do you donate? You push the little dollar symbol on the bottom and tell your dad I need like 1 million baht. No. Don't do it. Don't do it. You'll get, yeah, I'll have to give your dad a refund if you do that. So don't do that. Bart, good to see you. Bob, the eyeball is perfect. There's no problem with the damn eyeball. I just had a complete physical done, me and Paige, yesterday. Video will be out tomorrow on the results. So a lot of people are concerned about that I'm fat and I have corona and my liver's failed. They've got they pre-diagnosed me, so we'll see. Maybe it's all true. I just had all those tests done yesterday, me and Paige. Tony, good to see you. Tony with Bad Badger retired in Thailand. You guys need to check out his YouTube channel, Bad Badger in Thailand. He lives in Phang Na, which is close to Phuket. In between, I think, Ranong and beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place. James, good to see you. No quarantine for the... Wait, let me back up. A lot of questions are coming up, guys. So no quarantine for dogs, but need all documents and shots, one completion within 24 hours of travel. Okay, thank you for sharing that. You get different stories from different people about stuff like that. I've never done it, but I did do a Q&A one time on it, and I don't remember what I come up with. But yeah, I know they have specific shots that they need you to have. Do you have VA benefits? They have TRICARE here. There's no VA hospital here. The only one that I know of is in the Philippines. But you can use your TRICARE here. There's a lot of retired U.S. military here in Thailand. Some of them are probably watching. How much was the exam? I will tell you that on tomorrow's video. How about that? I won't tell you where it's at in the video either. It's not a long video. I didn't really have a whole lot going on, but I just wanted to share the... David, thank you very much. David, I have not forgotten about you. We just haven't been able to go eat at a restaurant where there's other people at quite yet. So don't think I forgot about you. My memory is touch and go, but... RC, suspension, thank you very much for that. $4, thank you. That'll buy a couple of Leos. Has Paige ever visited Seattle? I got a lot of questions coming up. I'm missing a whole lot. Have you ever been to Seattle? No. We're thinking about doing a cruise out of there, though, to Alaska. Yes, you can't donate in Thailand. It's not available in Thailand. I forgot. Nathan from Las Vegas, good to see you. Coram, good to see you. From Las Vegas, too. We've been there a few times. I've lost a lot of money there. I'm a horrible gambler. John Williams, good to see you. From Seattle. With me and Joe Green. We're probably going to do something together here soon. I'm sure he's ready to go too. Thailand Life, Peter, good to see you. When am I going fishing? I'm not really sure right now. Bob says Corona Incubator cruise ship. Well, maybe there'll be just me and Paige there then. That'll be fine. How do you set up donations on here? You know, you just got to go to the little bottom where it says show your support to the channel. It's like a little, there's a little custom emoji button and a dollar symbol. Or you could just go to the, you know, to the home page. Do you have cable TV or satellite? We have cable, but they have both here in Thailand. I'm looking at my computer and talking to you guys up here. Sorry about that. Mikey from Baltimore, good to see you. Race suspension. How far are you from Bangkok? Just under 800 kilometers, about a 12-hour drive. There was an airport in Nakhon Phanom, which is 55 kilometers from here, that has an airport that goes directly to Don Muang Airport. It's a 45-minute flight. It used to cost between $20 and $30, but now because of the seating arrangements, I'm sure that's another thing in Thailand is the prices of everything is going to go up really high because limited passengers and more travel. So we're going to pay for that. But you can get here from Bangkok in 45 minutes and then take a shuttle bus to Thap Phanom or stay in Nakhon Phanom. Stephen Palmer, thank you very much. There's so many coming up right now. We have 391 people watching. Thank you very much. Hillbilly, thank you for that. I feel like we need to drink beer together, you know. I'm going to skip down to the bottom of the comments. Do I know CD Media Channel? No, the guy seems really high-strung, and he likes his hot rods. I watched a couple of his videos, but I do not know him, no. Well, I probably won't. Nothing usually lasts forever in Thailand, especially the bloggers, so, you know, who knows how long he's even going to be here, right? Mano, thank you very much. Hi, Chuck and Paige. Do you watch Gordon Tickle's channel? I do not. I'm not really. I've talked to Gordon a few times. Not personally. I've never met him. And he's invited me up there, and I've invited him up here. But I'm not really interested in his situation. You know, I'm sure he's probably not interested in mine either. So, Tim, thank you very much. Chugsy, and now the TAT wants to charge 300 baht on a. It's going to cost a lot more money for it everywhere in the world. I could imagine in the U.S. after this is done, there's going to be higher taxes, and everybody's going to pay a price for all this eventually. Can I make a tuk-tuk into a hot rod? Going into my father-in-law's shop and trying to do that, no, I've talked to him about it actually. I could get a Chevy small block crate motor here, and he's got everything. I could build a rail, you know, but they don't get it, so I'm not even going to mess with it. J.O., thank you very much for that. Chuck, what is the version of Stir It? What is the version of Stir It Up? You know, a lot of times, I can't give it to you here on the live stream, but I would send you, I don't know if I still have it. What I did was I got it's actually a remake, right? It's not originally the original band. So I got it and I added my own little bit into. You could use somebody else's music if you can change it. So I have a program where I can change up the music a little bit. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it kicks it back and I lose the rights to the video and then I have to delete it. But I don't remember who did it, but you just have to go to that song and do an internet search. Where did I get the tattoo on my left hand? I got it in Houston. It's my wedding ring, Paige's Year of the Dragon. She's gonna get one. Can I do a video of Paul Red driving around on one of his tuk-tuks? I don't think he wants to. He's only focused on making tuk-tuks, and that's it. He's a very serious guy. Good morning, Andy. Good to see you. I do not want any more Vegemite, Walter. I have a full jar of it here. It will go in the trash soon, but I know you guys can't get here, so I'm saving it. A lot of questions are popping up. 433 watching, 180 thumbs up. Thank you guys for that. Richard, do you watch the Hillbilly Kitchen episode? You did send me that, and I have seen that before. I have watched a couple of his videos. Daniel from Abu Dhabi. I don't know about next month. I hope it works out. I did not throw the Vegemite away.
Somebody have to get it.
Tony, hope to see you guys. Hope your eye is better. Apparently not. Better. It looks okay. I had something flying in my eye 2 days ago. Could hear it buzzing. Wow, that's not good. That's what happened to me at Dam and try to dig out a stupid bug. I don't know. There's so many things that could fly on. I want to get in your eyeball, right? Any date on my next trip? No, we want to go to Rayong. Hopefully next month we can go to Rayong. Go to Korat and then Rayong for about a week and then come back. Right? Hi, Paige and Chuck from Southeast Texas.
Hello.
Where at? Like cut and shoot? Just enjoying our last cool night for a while. Did Paige enjoy her chocolate pancakes?
Good.
Good?
It's
She's not used to flying food anymore. Earth Camper Explorers, thank you very much for the beers. We have a lot of damn beer. We actually have to order more today.
You ran out. You drinking last night.
I stopped drinking. Sangsong's been making my stomach a little sour. Too much sugar, I think. So I just been having like a beer at night. I bought some more exercise equipment. I'm gonna have it in my next video. I've been riding, I've been doing a lot of exercise. I've lost like 3 kilos since we come back from our last trip.
You did.
Yes, I was 93 when we got back. I'm 90 right now. I need to be about 86. I'm working on it. Got to get on my bike and out of the kitchen. I'm going to skip all the way down to the bottom. Joey, thank you very much. Stefan, Chuck, I wonder if Paige's English is as well as yours.
No.
I probably have a few more cuss words. She lived in America most of her life, so yeah, she's pretty good with English. Sometimes she gets them mixed up, so like news and new. How to get a snuggled wife like yours. Okay, it got deleted. I didn't get to finish reading that one. Tony, you put a little bit of weight on. I think we all have. And it's so hot right now to ride. David, thank you very much. I think David thinks you have to pay for the questions. I'm sorry, there's just a lot of questions coming up. Would Paige and other Thai people like biscuits and chocolate gravy? If you have tried it before. My cousins sent me a recipe on that, but I don't think they would like it. young people like sweet, but the older people, they don't care for too much
Kids
sweet.
really like it.
Kids would like it. I made them roti. Well, really, I made like tortillas, and they took syrup or condensed milk and put it all over the tortillas and ate it. Like, why did you do that to my tortilla?
It's good.
Mimi, good to see you. Everything is good here in Thailand and here in this house. Thank you. Nobody's been sick. Everybody's healthy. Jay, thank you very much. From Norway, we have a Viking in the house.
Yay!
Fresh smoked Pacific salmon is what we need. They sell that here actually in macro.
I think it's not wild salmon. It's farm.
Farm salmon.
It's farm in.
Where are you from?
Vietnam.
Background. I have a video called 20 Things About Me and some about Paige. But I'm from Texas. I lived there most of my life. Born in Miami, Florida. Lived in Texas most of my life. How to get a LS long block here? What are the costs? They don't want you to bring any parts to Thailand. It's a crazy tax. I saw somewhere here there's a place that can get it. I don't know where they're coming. If it's coming via somewhere through China I don't know where it's coming from. But you can get a crate engine fairly cheap from a company here. But if you try to do it yourself, you're going to pay a crap load of taxes. They don't want you to bring it here. They just made a lot of different rules now this year about that too. And I haven't done the research on it quite yet. But they're trying to get people to buy all their parts and everything inside Thailand. Like you used to be able to get like a compressor for a car shipped over here pretty cheap, but now it's like it's a lot of tax. It's not worth it. Paige, how do you know the difference between wild and farm salmon? She is Thai. I don't know what you mean by because she's Thai.
They write it in the pack.
They write it on the package. That's one thing about Thai people. They just say, hey, it's on the package. What do you mean? Like you want her to do some chemical samples of it and see whether it's comes from the river or comes from a farm. I mean, if it says it on the package, then that's probably good enough for her. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But I know she won't overthink it. So who knows? Can I bring a motorcycle or should I sell it? Sell it. I'm telling you, it's at least 300% of the original cost of the motorcycle. So unless you just have a crap load of money and you love this motorcycle, they sell almost every kind of motorcycle here in Thailand, unless it's something custom for you. But take a bunch of pictures of it, sell it, and say, hey, I used to own this, and now I have this. So I would have loved to bring my bass boat over here. Could you imagine? That would have been difficult. What do you like more, chocolate or chocolate chip cookies? I don't really care too much for sweets. I know you see me cooking a lot of sweets, but I don't eat too much. You can't import now into Thailand, Tony says. I haven't done the research. I don't know if, you can't do it or is there like a crazy fee? But I know they made a lot of rule changes here recently. Mike Baker, Cha'am or Kurikan? You're talking about Prachuap for 6 months retirement for November. Your choice. I don't think I could stay anywhere for 6 months. I don't know. I would have to do. You could easily do both. They're right next to each other. Why choose? Just go back and forth. It's easy. You can get really inexpensive month to month leasing in Thailand, so why pick? Cookie, good to see you in Germany. Can't sleep. John, good to see you. You are here. Your personality is so laid back and opposite of mine. I think that's why I love watching your lives. Thank you very much for that. A lot of people think I've just come off like a dick. That's what I've been told, but I get that a lot. You know, maybe I just look like a jarhead, you know, but thank you for the compliment. Do they sell lactose-free milk in Thailand?
Yes.
Yes. They sell almost every kind of milk now in Thailand. They're big on dairy now.
And kids love cheese now.
And a lot of cheese now. Thailand e-biker, I'm still waiting for your email. I need to go. I might make that long trip over around by your house and around. It's 72 kilometers. Maybe you can come here and we can do it together. If you get a ride here with your bike, we'll make the trip around. I'll load your bike up into my Fortuner and then I'll take you back home. How's that? You could stay the night in Tapano. We'll drink some beers and I'll take you back in the morning. A lot of stuff has popped up, guys. I'm sorry. Mikey B, what is your opinion on living 6 months in U.S.? A lot of people do that. A lot of people don't live full-time in Thailand. They live part-time. If you can afford to do that and keep a place in your home country, then yeah, do that. Frank, thank you very much for that. What do I miss most about the U.S.? I miss bass fishing and Mexican food. Tournament bass fishing. I miss tournament professional bass fishing.
You gonna have fajita tonight?
I'm making fajitas tonight for dinner, but I'm not making a video today. Google sucks. Would it be hard to eat a low carb in Thailand? No, not at all. You can get any kind of meat on a stick here, for sure.
Especially barbecue chicken.
Any kind of fruit, vegetable, salads. I mean, yeah, you can do just about any kind of diet. And really depending on where you live, there's a lot of vegans and vegetarians that live in Chiang Mai and in those types of areas, in Bangkok. There is peacock bass fishing in Thailand. I've done some research prior to coming to Thailand, but I haven't done it. Flip Flop Girl, thank you very much for me being me. Thank you for that. Tamales. I've never in my life made tamales, but I love tamales. I miss that in Texas where the little Mexican girl would come by the shop and sell you a big old giant bag of 10 tamales in aluminum foil for like $5. I miss that. Got grease all up in my fingers and I got like automotive grease, and I've got like chorizo grease dripping all over me. Mano, do you think you'll ever visit the UK, or is it too wet and miserable? I've never been to the UK to say it's miserable and wet. A lot of people say it rains most of the time. The weather's not good. And I have a lot of, the other majority of my subscribers are from the UK, and they all say, you don't want to come to the UK. There's nothing here. It sucks, you know. So I don't know, what is there to do in the UK? What is the best thing to do in the UK? Halal food everywhere in Thailand. Yeah, there is. I love halal food too. Okay, Earth Camper Explorers, thanks for coming back again. Thank you. Joey Jones, I want to visit you on Page. My wife lives in your area. Do I just email you? Actually, you could just go to Google Maps and type in Chuck and Page, and you'll find our exact location in Thap Phnom. Try it, it's crazy. Attractions in Thailand. Chuck and Page. Boing. I didn't do that, by the way. What part have I not explored yet? I haven't been to Koh Samui, and people are telling me I'm going to like that more than Koh Chang. I doubt it, because usually the atmosphere is going to be mostly tourism, and then they got the neighboring island with the full moon party, and then rainy season's pretty bad there, but I'm excited to go to Koh Samui. Waiting for the next bread video, Chris. I'm gonna make a pizza. I have to make a pizza video, and I'm gonna try to make it as entertaining as humanly possible, but I have a lot of requests on making the pizza dough, which is so crazy easy. You can make a pizza quicker than ordering it, and it's cheap. So I'm gonna try to make a video soon. MJ Rich from Texas, good to see you. Stefan, my left eye. I don't remember which one it was. Yeah, I guess so. It's fine now. Koh Chang I prefer over Koh Samui. We'll see. I think we really like Koh Chang. It's such a big place, and you can go different parts of the island without getting too bored. Durian pizza. Paul from Australia, good to see you. Jason's trying to promote his channel. Jamie, I get a lot of these people that, oh, Chuck, your video is very informative, but you should check out my video. I promote a lot of people's channels, and I've met a lot of different people that do YouTube videos, but I do not like it when somebody not even doesn't ask, hey, is it okay if I put my YouTube channel on yours? Can you check it out and maybe help me out? I don't know anything about you, and I don't know anything about your channel, and then you expect me to promote it. That's weird for me. I don't like that. And really, YouTube has strict rules against doing that. Spam and trying to promote your channel on anybody else's. They'll suspend your YouTube channel for doing that. So you got to be careful. Somebody just asked me, Mike, about my tattoo. It's my wedding ring. It's a dragon. I got it in the United States, and Paige is Year of the Dragon. Paige says it's a seahorse. Actually, we went to a restaurant one time in Texas, and this little waitress goes, oh, I like your seahorse. I'm like, what? It's not a damn seahorse. Justin says he got a stimulus check here in Pattaya. Did they mail it to you? I can't get any confirmation from them. Jay, Chuck, no answer on this one. Please answer. Answer what, Jay? What? Hurry. They're coming up quick. Hurry. Go. Jake from State Farm. Is that you? No. Good time to build a brick oven. Yeah, probably. If we got to do more quarantine time, there's a lot of things I'm going to have to do. Okay. Here we go. Jay's got a question. Okay. Wait, I lost it. Shit. Somebody. Why did it get deleted? Why did you delete it? Maybe it was. Are you being naughty? Did you ever play Dungeons and Dragons? No. Fiddler asked me. I've never played that game. Do I have medical insurance? Yes, I have medical insurance, and it's very awesome. You could go to my channel if you're not. I don't know if you've ever watched any of my videos, or if you're not a subscriber, you just type in Notime2bsad insurance, and you'll see a video there. I have really good insurance and very cheap. Direct deposit. Okay, I see. See, I don't have a direct deposit because I've been paying taxes most of my life, so they won't deposit it in that account. I have to have an account set up to where I would get a refund. So I don't have that. But I wasn't able to log into the site that says where's my refund, because it keeps telling me I got to put in the wrong information, even though I'm pasting it from my last year's tax return on there. It keeps saying that it's the wrong information. So that's how it works for me in the government. I pay taxes every month. They have no problem taking my money, but when it comes to getting money back from them, it's like, what? Huh? So that's just my luck. I don't have a business in Thailand. I'm retired. I don't have a pension. I don't have a military. I don't get any money from the government. I just sold my businesses and I moved to Thailand. That's it. I'm 51 years old today. I make a little bit of money on YouTube. Not enough to live in Thailand for sure. But try my 2000. I have lived in Thailand for 3.5 years. It's been the same address. He says use the 218 tax return, but it's the same address. So I don't understand. If I click and paste it says put the street address. I put the street address, and then it says use the postal address if there is one. I put that in there. Click and paste. And it says the information's wrong. What am I going to do? What can I do? You know, it just says that they're going to mail it to they're going to mail it to the address that's on the last good tax return, which is here. So I'll be waiting for it. I seriously doubt they're going to mail it to Thailand. I'm waiting for somebody an American in Thailand, and say, hey, they mailed it to me, but I don't think it's going to work that easy. But anyway, there's a lot of people here, especially Thai people, that are American citizens, and they're having the same problem. They can't access that website to go to see where their check is, or to because what I wanted to do is put my bank information in there so they can direct deposit it, but I can't even get past that point. So I'm tired of talking about it. I get screwed all the time by the government. Chuck, there's a YouTube channel, 100% of the donations. Maybe check it out. What you got there? I don't know what you're talking about. Happy birthday. Thank you very much. It's not my birthday, but thank you. Yesterday was Mafia's birthday. Funny story. Yesterday was not her birthday. But when she was born, her mother didn't remember her birth date when she was getting her Thai ID card. So Mafia's mother said, well, she was born sometime when the banana trees turn yellow. So they're like, okay, May 12th. Her birthday is September the 3rd. Luckily, somebody else remembered. But her official birthday in Thailand on her ID is yesterday. Thailand, right? Gotta love it. Merry Christmas to you too. Dusty, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Does Paige have a sister? No. Do you use Amazon in Thailand? Amazon is not in Thailand. Chuck, are you in a very rural area? Do you wish that there were more Falun around you? Our home base is where Paige's family is. Like I said, we live here a couple weeks out of the month sometimes. We travel mostly, but if you want to know where we're at, it's very easy to find, because in every single one of my videos, if you go in the description box, it says our location. All you got to do is click on the little blue highlighted letters, and it puts you on a Google map on the other side of the world, and goes, hey, there's Chuck and Paige's place right there. You could blow it out and kind of see where we're at in Thailand. It's pretty cool. If I told you I lived in Thap Phnom, would it matter? And I think the Google Map location is pretty much better than me just saying, oh, I live in Southeast Asia. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a smartass. I get that question asked a lot. Love the River Kwa videos. Thank you very much. What about teaching English? No, I don't really want to do it. I taught in the local schools here just kind of as a guest, and I just I felt bad because I couldn't commit to it because we travel so much, and those kids, they're so happy to see you when you come, and I would bring them snacks and stuff, and I hate to disappoint them. I'm not a responsible person anymore. I'm like a gypsy, I love to be that way. We do not want to be anchored down. No dogs, no pets, no house, no garden, nothing that we can't leave for 2-3 months at a time. Okay, hang on. Let me slow down here. Let's see. Do you ever catch fish out of the local river? Yeah, about that big. Very difficult to catch fish in that river. Why don't you fish? I just really haven't had the urge to go fishing, and I don't know why. I've got the urge to travel and see new things and try new things, and I just haven't had that urge yet. I just bought a crap load of fishing stuff. I got this, look. I bought this before we went to Koh Chang, and I caught a little tiny fish. But I bought that. I caught a little fish with that bait right there. But this is a cool little, it's like compact. It's pretty small. And I can take it everywhere. I'd rather go fishing on the, like on the ocean where I can just sit there and drink a beer, cast a net. And it's just going down to the river's a pain. It's hot. It's hard to fish. It's all rocks right there on the ledge. I got a lot of excuses. Do I have any responsibilities at all? It's a good question. Well, I do have kids at home. I'm not responsible for them. I keep Paige entertained. I've got taxes I pay every month. I have to keep up with my insurance on my vehicle, on my health. I don't know, what responsibilities do I have? Not really. I'm kind of like a kid with money, I like it that way. That's the way that we want it. That's the way that we planned it. This was all planned. And I didn't win the lottery. We worked our ass off for a long time and planned it to work out this way. If it doesn't work out, then we'll make the adjustments to keep going in the direction we want to go. If that makes sense. Martin, Vancouver, thank you very much for that. $20.99 Canadian. Thank you. Happy birthday to Mafia. Okay. Where is Mafia? Out back? I don't know, Joey, where we're going. We're probably going to Rayong on our next trip. How am I handling the lockdown? It's okay. I'm enjoying the family time right now. We'd rather be on the beach. They've loosened up a lot of restrictions now. I mean, we can go in a restaurant and eat. We can't drink beer in there. We can't go to the river and have a beer on the river, which I miss that. But it's okay. It's just people are still nervous, and it bothers me. The economy is really going to suffer, and that bothers me that all this is happening. So, but I'm happy to be in Thailand. I'm happy to be in a place where, right now, they're doing an extremely awesome job. Not to get on that subject, but they're doing a really good job with the situation right now. So. And like I said earlier in the video, that they're really talking a lot about the economy. So they didn't have a massive problem at all with the virus, but now they are having a problem with the economy, and now they really got to figure out a way to get that going. They've got a lot of stimulus money going to people here. Did they get 2 5,000 baht checks? 5,000 baht check or just one? But they got a lot of people who have a legitimate job and their job registered them got a 5,000 baht check. That's a lot more than the $1,200 that we got in the U.S. If you look at the cost of living and stuff. It's really good in Thailand, but they're suffering right now. Somebody says 5,000 a month. I don't think so. I haven't heard that. That would be really good for Thailand. They don't even make that a month. Do I know JC? I do not know JC. He's commented a couple times on me. I used to watch him before I came to Thailand. He was one of the reasons why I started the YouTube channel. I actually was a member, a $90 a year member on his site. And I asked him maybe 6 different questions. Sometimes he never would reply back to me. I was like, wow, okay. So anyway, I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to help out people in Thailand and do something like that. He was one of the reasons, he's one of the people that got me thinking about doing vlogs in Thailand. I never spoke to him though. I don't have anything. If you want information, he's the information man, not me. I just show. The funny things is people call me naive and a liar and all, but I'm only showing you like our journey in Thailand. I could say, hey, this is how I got my license, and somebody would say, no, that's not how you do it. You shouldn't misrepresent that. You know, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, dude, okay, up to you. You know. Let's see. Alan, when was the last time you spent time with Cake and Cream and the rest? I haven't really spent time with them at all. I think I've seen them quite a bit. They were here the other day. They dropped off a bunch of mangoes.
You make a cake.
I made them a cake the other day. Is it on this video or the last video? I don't know. I made them a cake. They were in my last video. Somebody says 5,000 baht a month for 3 months. Well, that's pretty good. That's for sure pretty good. That's a lot of money in Thailand for Thai people. That'll help them out a lot. You know, John, I appreciate that. I just try to bring Thailand to you and how it happens for me. I always say what happens to me is going to be different for you, but you can kind of get an idea of what happens, you know, and I try to share that. But it's not how it all depends on location, your attitude, their attitude. There's a lot of things that come in play when you're dealing with logistics in Thailand. David Dottie, thank you very much for that. Leo Money for Paige from his wife Kim.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kim. Taz Nuvo, wonder when you can complete your move to Thailand. Hope you get to do it soon. I know there's going to be some changes, I think, in every country, you know, as far as health certificates. If I had to guess, I would say they probably won't have on-arrival visas for a while, that you will have to apply for a visa before coming to Thailand, if I had to guess. And I imagine there's going to be a health certificate involved. Glenn says, just keep being myself or I'll unsubscribe. I'm not ever trying to be anybody else, but I told you guys this before. Sometimes I just say whatever the hell is on my mind, and I know people think differently, and it offends people to hear another opinion, and sometimes I'm really kind of just being sarcastic about it, so I'm trying to maintain that. We have a bigger audience now, so I'm trying not to be politically correct, but trying to be a little bit more sensitive, especially right now. It's a difficult time for a lot, and we're just so divided in our ideology, you know. And a lot of people comment to me. We really want to look at the comment section a lot of times. It gets entertaining. You'll be at my doorstep soon. Before all this happened, we were having like 1 to 2 people every day showing up. We were getting, that was a lot of the reason why we got fat as hell too, huh? Coming back from our holidays, and then there was just people, let's go drink. It's like, shit, we need to go on vacation to get away from this. Have you ever made a curcumin garlic cake? No. Taser. Shh. People who are easily offended offend me. My favorite thing is that I'm a typical American. What the hell does that mean? That cracks me up. When you lose all credibility with me when you do that. And most of the time I will definitely hide you from my channel because you can't argue with that. There's nothing I could say because now I'm just like, I'm 330 million people. So there's not anything I can say anymore. I mean, we don't need to have a conversation. We're done. Joey Jones, thank you for inviting us into your and Paige's world. I will start a YouTube channel and do the same when I get there in Phuket. Thanks for the inspiration. I think you should. To me, a lot of vloggers, there's too many YouTube channels out there and blah, 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 blah. Who cares? There's millions of YouTube channels on Thailand out there, a lot. But who gives a crap? I think when I was moving to Thailand, there was only about 5, I think, at the most. And you were limited to what you could get information-wise, But a lot of people won't do it because as your channel grows, you get the more people you get, and the more, I guess, the bigger audience that you get, these people there's a lot of them that they're like a drive-by commenter. They don't want you to respond. They just come in there and they just say some stupid crap and they'd be like, haha, I left my comment, I feel better now. And then they move on to the next. You get a lot of that stuff there, and then people really get sensitive and offended because you're trying to share your personal experience in an artistic way. And it gets personal sometimes when it's like if you painted your car, and you thought you did it real good, and then somebody, hey, that paint job sucks. You should have done it like this, and it's going to piss you off, because you spent a lot of time in doing that, You know what I'm saying, right? Do the vlogs. I spent a lot of time on that. Is it mangostein's season? Yes, it is still mango season. The end of it, though. Or did you say mango? Oh, you said mangosteen. Yeah, it's still mangosteen. China just ordered a crap load of durian and mangosteen, so I complained about that last year, but I'm happy they're doing it this year because they really need the money to be able, because they weren't able to ship it around Thailand because the provinces were closed for a little while. But now they're able to ship it overseas and at least start making some money. But the government did back them this year, the agriculture, to guarantee price on their goods. So it's government backed this year, the produce. We import moose meat to the island. Okay, maybe I can get caught up. We have 462 people watching right now. I've been talking for almost over an hour now. My coffee is cold. No, thank you. From Siberia, good to see you. We have a couple of other subscribers that we met in Kochang from Siberia. Justine, good to see you. My eye is healed. My eye is 100% healed. Me and Paige went and had a physical yesterday, a complete physical. That's going to be on tomorrow's video. But the eye is old. It's old news. It's over with, thank God. I was tired of talking about it. I'm ready to go back to Kanchanaburi. I think all around the world, I think we had almost 1,000 watching yesterday. I think by the time I got off of my live stream, we had over 3,000 viewers. It's difficult to answer all the questions and stuff, and it gets irritating for people when they want to ask a question. And I do go back on the video, and if you look at yesterday's video, there's a lot of interesting comments. But if you really have something that you really need to know, I always tell them put it in the comment section, and I try to go back and go there and look at it. A lot of people tell me to just ignore the comments, but I have to really go. As a YouTuber, we're responsible for the comments on our page. We have a whole list of stuff that is not allowed to be discussed on here. And YouTube does block certain things on their own. So, but we have to either disable the comments or we have to be able to monitor them, because if it offends somebody or something and they complain to YouTube, YouTube could just delete the video, you know? Or somebody shares a site that is, you know, a bad site and I let it go through, I'm even more responsible than the person who sent it. So I do have to go through the comments. Only 5 dislikes. They don't come now. All my dislikes usually come later. It's funny that most of the drive-by dick commenters, they wait till the crowd, they don't want anybody to comment to them, so they wait a couple of days. Like I made a video the other day about, you know, I was talking to the guys on the river, asking them, what do they think about foreigners coming back into Thailand? And the response was awesome, but like 3 or 4 days later, that's when all the derelicts come. If you look at the comments on the older videos, they're hilarious. I mean, these people are like, everything sucks, you know? They wait till later to come to the party, you know, because they just want to put their little stupid comment and then go, like I said, go away. Oh, I feel so much better now. I'm better than you. They can make their own video. I tell them, hey, make your own YouTube channel. You have a right to your opinion. Make your own channel. Vomit whatever you think is correct and see how many people actually agree with you. You'll be surprised. Not everybody agrees with you. It's crazy, isn't it? But you don't have to be an ass. You just don't really have to be. That's one thing about, I think, normal people. If I make a video and it's got 20,000 views, I may have between 200 and 500 comments. That's a very small portion of people that will comment on a video. And there's even a tinier portion that complain, you know, but they seem to always get the attention. It's just, I think it's natural, you know. Those people just always stand out for whatever reason, you know. Don't get me started on that. David, thank you Davey, I'm sorry, Davey, thank you. Hey Chuck, it's Davey from Punta Gorda, Florida. I watch you every day. You're on page or a part of our family. Now, thank you very much. I don't know if we're going to go back to Florida we're going back to the U.S. We have a plan. Well, we haven't planned it yet. We have an idea. I got to take, my driver's license is expiring next year. So I want to go maybe do, I think I could do it online this year. I had to go in the last 2 times for some crazy reason, but I don't know if we're going to go back to Florida or not this time. YOLO. I visited Topanome in 2000 for about 2 weeks. It's a lovely place. It is. Topanome's really quiet. I mean, we don't have much here but a temple. The people are awesome, but Nakhon Phanom is where most people come into. It's grown a lot since the time you were here. Where do you think you are going to build a house in Thailand? Are you just aggravating me, Joey, or what? Why would anybody build a house in Thailand? I don't know. Ask them, because I'm not interested in it. I mean, nothing's permanent for us here in Thailand, and this is Paige's house. Why would I want to go build? I'm not really into. Oh, this comment always gets me going. I'm not interested in staying inside the house. I'm not interested in staying in this house. I'm ready to go, 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 go. Why would I want something? Besides, if I wanted that, why wouldn't I already have that? It's not what I want. We're not building a house anywhere. We could do it right now. We have a lot of empty lots available to us. We could build a house on tomorrow. We could start tomorrow. They could build it really damn fast. Why the hell would I want to do that? It's so much easier to rent anywhere in Thailand. Florence, thank you very much for that. Hello. Florence Gates, thank you. I'm just rent Pa Red's house. It looks awesome.
Yeah, he had the one on the back, isn't it? He gone. By the farm.
Where? Oh yeah.
That's the one house.
Yeah, they just rented. I made a video on it. One of their other houses. She's got a gigantic house. They do that. We could have lived in it, but we rented it out to an Englishman who's staying there for 3,500 baht a month. It's a big house. I made a video on it not too long ago. We could have easily fixed that house up, and we could have bought the one up front. We could have a mansion built or whatever we want. And they have a couple of empty lots too close by. But I'm not building a damn house. If I wanted a house and all that crap, I would have just stayed in the United States, but that's not really what we want. A lot of people don't understand that, I guess, because it's not what they want. But, you know, it's a weird thing that not everybody wants the same things in life. It just doesn't make sense to be here on a year-to-year basis in a country that, you know, who knows what will happen 5 years from now. You know, but don't build anything you're not willing to lose. That's for sure, you know. I think a smart thing to do is if you're married to a Thai person and you want to build a home base, because the women, I talked about this yesterday's video, the women always want to be close to their family, always. Very few, I don't know any that doesn't want to be close to their family eventually. So a smart thing to do is build a small house on the family land and make that your home base and travel around Thailand, because you can rent anywhere for no money and anywhere you want to go. You know, if you don't want to live in the village or wherever they're living, then go to Cha'am and stay there for 6 months. Go to Chiang Mai for 6 months, but don't buy. Unless you just have shitloads of money and you want to buy a condo here and a condo there and a condo everywhere, then, you know, that's up to you. But building a house it's a big deal in Thailand. But Joe's going to do it, but that's his prerogative. And Joe's got the money to do it, and he knows, you know, he knows he's a guest here, and he knows he's going to give it to his to gift, and that's what he wants to do. And good for him. I just say it doesn't make sense to me. That's all I got to say about that. Hello, everybody. Craig, Robert from Dallas, Texas. Have you ever spent an entire day speaking only Thai with Paige? No. My pidgin Thai is, I try to. Paige always talks to me in English. I wish she would stop doing that, but she doesn't have the patience to try to explain to me what. She gets irritated. So, but I practice every day. I try to speak to my mother-in-law who does not speak any English. I try to talk to her as best as I can. It's very difficult for me when I'm thinking in English all day and I'm doing YouTube channels and I'm commenting and to get my mind right. When I go on, I take my bicycle trips, I do really good, really good. And after I have a buzz of a couple of beers, I do really good because I'm not thinking in English. It's very hard. It's different. So it takes some time, and I haven't committed to it enough to be proficient at it. But yeah, that's the truth for me. But I've only been here 3.5 years, so I'm doing okay, and I can get by, and I know how to I know how to get things. If I don't understand, I can show them a picture of it on my telephone. I mean, it works here in Thailand for me. CB Media is coming to Udon. Are you going to meet him? I don't know why I would meet him. I've seen a couple of his videos. I don't know him. And Udon is about 5 hours from here. No, I doubt it. I mean, he could come here if he wants to. I don't know what he would do here. How long does it take to edit my vlog? If I do just kind of a daily life, easy. I do a little bit of filming in the morning, and then a little in the afternoon, and then a little in the evening, and I just do bits and pieces here and there and just make it work for me. It keeps me entertained. Soy Dog, good to see you. 407. Is that how many people are watching? I don't know. It kind of went away from me. My screen is locked up on my computer. Yeah. Oh, wait, there it goes. Because I accidentally clicked pause. Here we go. Oh, I got the sound going. Okay. You can use Google Translate. No, you can't. Well, you can. But it doesn't work unless you can say the word like a Thai person. Does that make sense to you? Like you can't say, what are we going to have for dinner? Google will translate it into something that looks like, huh? The Thai people don't talk to like that. You know, they just say like, what eat? Ginalai. You know, you got to be able to structure your English word into Google to where it kind of works in the translation. Does that make sense? You got to be really kind of, you have to talk like a Neanderthal, and it works. Try that. It is 10:22 in the morning. I've been talking for an hour and 22 minutes. I got shit to do. No, I have nothing to do. I have nothing to do. I'm seeing if it's sunny or not. It's so hot right now to bike ride. Eliminate useless words. Talk like a Neanderthal. It works. It's easy with Thailand. You know what? Really, they only talk about food and what they're only going to eat, what they're going to eat next. That is 90% of the conversation in Thailand between Thai people is food and when are they going to eat more food and what kind of food are they going to be eating. I'm telling you, that is most of the conversation. Am I right? Yeah. They don't really talk about unnecessary stuff like we do. Like me talking two hours on a live stream, they don't do that. They'd be like, no, what the hell is wrong with phalangs, you know? What are you talking about? Why do you think so damn much? They don't really think that much about Falang. They don't really talk much about Falang. They're curious. Like me, anyway. Let's see. Andrew, Chuck, you are in a very rural area. Do you wish that there were more Farang around you to socialize? No, I do not. There are a couple here that I can socialize with, and they're like me. They just kind of keep to themselves. When we see each other, we talk. We don't seek each other out. Do I miss it sometimes? But you know, I have a couple of Canadian friends that live 55 kilometers up the road. It's good for me because they're far. It's not like they can come to hey, what are you doing today? And come sit around and talk. I got shit to do, you know, or I don't want to do anything, right? So it's just the way that I am. I don't miss that. I never really was that kind of person to begin with, even back home. I don't think a lot of foreigners would want to live here. There's not a whole lot to do in this town. The ones that do live here are with Thai women that are from here. That's about it. Do you have any words of wisdom for young adults that dream of someday retiring abroad? Save your money. Save your money. Learn to speak the language. And travel anywhere you go. You got to travel. You need to understand the culture. Unless you're here only because you're an opportunist, because you have a little bit of money and you want to have a better quality of life, and you're only here to benefit yourself. That doesn't last too long. If you've got to be around other foreigners all the time and you're depending on that, it never lasts. But if you learn the culture and you learn the language and you have money, then life gets easy, I wish I would have backpacked around at a young age. My youngest son is doing that now. But I had 3 kids at a young age, so I had crap loads of responsibilities. Nong Kai. We made a couple videos on Nong Kai. Michael Shimko, question about investing to live in Thailand. Places like Cambodia, Vietnam offer 8 or 9% year CDs, blah, 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 blah. Do you think it would be safe to put $300 US in? I don't think so. Most of my money stays in the United States. I can only talk to you about Thailand. I'm not going to try to tell you like I'm some investment. I know everything about investments. Okay, I do have some, but in Thailand, the economy, you used to be able to get 4% in a savings account here in Thailand. You can't get that anymore. So we have a few long-term accounts that I had put in Paige's name because she could get the best deals. As a foreigner in Thailand, you can't. I think the most you could probably get is like 2%. Now they do have some long investment stuff that sometimes the banks offer. You just have to know your bank person and they have to tell you when something comes up. But personally, I wouldn't put my money in a foreign account unless you've got a lot more than that. I wouldn't put that much over here. I just personally wouldn't do it. You think your odds are better off investing that in the U.S.? My opinion. But in countries like Cambodia and Thailand, 300,000 go a long way. If you had some other source of income via Social Security or a pension, that's a pretty good chunk of money to have a decent life, along with the backing of something coming in on a regular basis. And you want to live just a normal life, and for me, it's not about making money anymore. It's just about being able to sustain a good quality of life. It's always a gamble. I mean, something could happen to me or Paige tomorrow and things could change, right? But I don't want to live in the what ifs anymore. So I'll deal with it as it comes. I'd rather just enjoy the moment and enjoy the time that I have every day than worrying about what may happen tomorrow, because it'll be over soon. And whatever happens at that point, I'll say, well, shit, all this stuff didn't happen. I wish I could go back, I don't want to end up doing that. So I just take my chances, and I feel like whatever mistakes or accidents or tragedies or whatever comes, that I'm a strong enough person to be able to handle it and move forward. And I don't know, that's just me. $3% on a 10-year is beyond trash. I agree. I wouldn't do that. We have a 15-year that is going to pay us over 100%, but we've already had it for about 9 years now. 3% is not anything to put a big chunk of money in. However, in the U.S., it's the basic savings account will pay you 0.025, and then you're going to get a tax on that. So it's retarded to even try to do some kind of saving stuff. You have to do a versified type investment in the U.S. Can you have Paige pronounce the name of the town that you live in? If you want to, it's Tat Panom. How do you say it?
Thai Panom.
Tat Panom. Tat Panom. Tat Panom. It's like, I don't know why they spell in English T-H-A-T, but it's like a tot. It's like a T-O-T. No fishing yet. Mentally challenged. Yeah, I gotta cool it on that word, I guess, you know. I have a couple of mentally challenged subscribers that have called me on FaceTime and I spoke to. They're very awesome. They don't have any problem with me joking around. They're not offended by words, you know. Hey, how's the side girlfriend? Lol. I don't know, tell me about it. I have no idea. H is mostly silent in Thai language. Thai bot. Thai bot. A lot of people want to come here and work. I don't quite get that too, but Edwin, thank you very much. Hi, does Stepdad offer performance builds on tuk-tuks? I think it's more of a style upgrades more than drivetrain. I'm pretty sure the answer to that would be no on performance. It's a little 3-cylinder Daihatsu engine. I had mentioned a couple of times because he was at one time having a difficult time getting the, you know, I told you earlier that they don't like get parts imported in here, but somehow he's still getting parts for his tuk-tuks out of Japan and everywhere else from a company here in Thailand. But he was thinking maybe he would have to go to a 4-cylinder, and they don't want to do that. Because there's a lot more 4-cylinders out there that are about really the same cubic. Well, it's a 1 liter 3-cylinder. I mean, you can get like a 1.3 liter 4-cylinder, you know, something really small, but they don't want to think about it. So this is the same crap, but if you want like a dump truck version of a tuk-tuk, he can do that. Just however much money you got, but the drivetrain is going to be the drivetrain. I don't like driving in Bangkok, period. I don't like driving a motorbike pretty much anywhere outside of the town. I don't know how long it took me. It didn't take me too long to get comfortable driving in Thailand. I could put a V8 in one of them tuk-tuks. We're just going to have to extend the chassis out. Of course, they're going to have to make it a little stronger, right? But I think that would be super cool. Maybe not even, maybe just a V6 on that light frame would be pretty good, you know? But the sound of a V8 on a tuk-tuk, that would be pretty cool. But where would you drive it, you know? Did you bring cash or set up your banking? Did you bring cash to set up your banking Visa? No, I had money. I had an account here in my wife's name, and I was transferring money prior to. I made a video on it. I got an account when I came here on a 90-day marriage visa, an O visa, and then you have like 30 days to get your own account. My first extension, they give you 60 days. You have to have the money in your account 60 days. After that, it's 90 days. But I just got an account, took the money and transferred it into an account in my name. But you know, you can bring 10,000. It's not enough, you know, cash with you when you come. And then just make a small transfer, you know, transfer the rest over here. How is the baht is dropping right now? I think we're close to 33 on the US dollar right now. I think it was 32.7, I think, wasn't it, the other day? She's shopping. How do you spell the town you're in? Just go on scroll down in the description box of the video and it says our location right there. And you just click on it and it'll give you the name in Thai and the location. And you can even look at it on Google Maps and you can see the house and everything. It's just easier than me trying to spell it. You just click on it's a little blue highlighted thing. It says my location in a Google map. Just click on it. And then it'll tell you the name in Thai. And somebody spelt it here for you. Thank you. That's the English word of Thap Phnom. But I have a Google link that says my location in the description box of every single one of my videos. Maybe not the early ones, but let me see if it's in this one. Let's see. I'm looking at it right now. Here. This question annoys me sometimes. Look. Here's the video right now. I'm on my computer. This is me right now. It's delayed, but actually it's really delayed. But if you scroll down into the description box, look at that right there. Bam, it's highlighted. All you got to do is go click, and then there it is right there. Amazing. Look, it's right here. Anyway, it's in every single one of my videos. I know that was drawn out and sarcastic, but that's how I get my point across sometimes, right? I used to aggravate the crap out of my kids like that. Like they'd say, "Dad, I need some money." I would draw out the process. I want to know details, and then I would just get so in deep, and then they'd say, "Screw it, Dad. I'll walk." Like, oh, okay, be careful. But they do that to their kids now too, so. Okay, the comment section has slowed down. Maybe I'm being too sarcastic. 475 people watching and 351 thumbs up. Thank you very much for that. Summary of the book from Henry. We don't have that kind of time. No rain. The rain has dodged us here in Thap Phnom. Have you considered a road trip with Joe soon after this? I think they want to come with us on our next trip. We always plan on stopping in Prachuap on our trips down that direction. We usually go to Cha'am and we go to Prachuap. I think we're going to go to Bangkrut and Chumpon, and we're going to work our way down. Me and him have talked a little bit about it. He said, "Yeah, we want to come with you, but it's always up in the air until that time comes." So, I think they're going to have a house built pretty soon, so I think it'll depend on that, if I had to guess. So, when you're having a home built, you really got to be there. Somebody's got to be there, or something will be different, or not done. It's time consuming when you're building a house. I bought my laptop, Troy, in the U.S. My laptop now is 5 years old. I need to buy another one when I get back to the U.S. Klaus is in Sweden. They're both ready to, as soon as they allow travel, they're coming back. They're not enjoying their time right now in Sweden. But like so many, they got trapped outside of Thailand and they can't get back. Flights, I would imagine, Ryan, that flights are definitely going to be more expensive because they've got to make more trips with less occupancy. So, yeah, that's going to be the normal around the world. Everywhere is going to go up in price. If you own a restaurant, you're going to have to go up on your price. If you're going to have to section off your restaurant, you can have very little. It only makes sense as a business. The businesses aren't going to absorb the loss. They're either going to close or they're going to have to increase their prices. So I think that's just a fact of life, you know. Sweden did not lock down, no. Sweden, from what they told me, they did kind of like the younger kids, I think under the age of 10 or something like that, were able to go to school, maybe 16, were able to stay in school. And they had restrictions on the elderly and some of the people with conditions. They made them quarantine. And amazing how that worked out for them, but you know, I think that's pretty much what they did, but they're ready to come back. Yes, you can buy laptops in Thailand everywhere, for sure. Really, probably best bet is to get one in like Japan or Korea. Korea is like probably the best place if you're living in Thailand. To fly to Korea is cheap. I think it was like $300, something like that, round trip. And that's where a lot of the stuff is made, right there. So you could go get one in Korea from here and have a fun time. Not right now, but you know, later. I don't have a business in Thailand, no. I could. I have an O visa and I'm American, so I could own 100% of a business if I wanted to. It'd be really easy to do, but I don't have any interest. If I wanted to have a business, I would have stayed back home. Thank you very much, Michael, for that. Keep it up. Thank you. Yeah, high schools and universities are closed in Sweden. I'm not sure on the age, but I think it was either 10 or 16 years and younger. I'm not from there, so I'm only going by what I was told, and I get told so many different things from so many different countries, so I'm not 100%. Yeah, if you fly Korean Air, maybe get an extension and you can buy electronics in Korea. Hong Kong, in Asia, there's a lot of places to get. I would say Japan. I haven't been to Hong Kong. That was on our list. But then all the craziness started happening over there. But I imagine, you know, Hong Kong, Singapore, Korea, Japan, you could get good stuff there. And a lot of the electronics are made in Thailand too. For me, I want to buy it in the US because I bought, my computer now has been turned into a Thailand setup, and there's a lot of things that I can't get rid of that keep popping up in Thai language. So for me, it's just easier when I go back to the States. I can have it built the way I want to have it built because I can order it to another person that speaks my language, and I can get it at a fair price in America. I just prefer to buy it over there. I don't want to get something in Korea and I don't know what the hell, you know, some of the stuff says, you know. And I'm not smart enough, I guess, to change it, I guess, but it's just a little bit different. You know, when you buy a computer, they always put a bunch of crap in there. You know, that's why a lot of the stuff is so cheap, because they dump a bunch of stuff in the computer that other people paid for. I don't know. I just did what I do. Lazada is awesome in Thailand. Paige loves it. Do we have flood insurance? I don't know. Does your mom have flood insurance? No. No, I don't think they care. They just sweep out the mud and everything's good. It's only flooded here in this town one time in the last 50 years. So David says he's surprised that your last name's not Lazada. Or your name is not Lazada. Your nickname is not Lazada. Hey, Rich, good to see you. Leslie, good to see you. From Australia. Brisbane. Do they have flood insurance? I imagine you can get any kind of insurance in Thailand. I guess she's done shopping. Hey babe, will you next time you go in the kitchen, will you grab me a water?
Okay.
Thank you. Lazada is easy. 105 minutes. I'm going to let you guys go here in about 15 minutes. I did a 2-hour video yesterday, so I guess I'll do the same for you guys. If you guys got any more questions, it seems like a lot of you are talking amongst yourselves. Nothing else really I can talk about it. I'm going to eat a mint. I'm going to do a pizza video here this week. I got a video coming out tomorrow of our mine and Paige's health check. And then I'm going to do a lot of requests from friends too on how to make the pizza crust. We have not, Laura, have a trip planned to Philippines, but it's not far from us. I'm sure we will get there. Paige does not spend a lot of money, no. She is a very frugal person. Chowski, good to see you. From Valencia, California. Don't cheat us, it was 2 hours and 8 minutes and 53 seconds. Thanks. Sorry, I'm eating a mint. Can you do a fishing charter on the Mekong? There's a couple of big boats that I can rent with somebody drive me around, but they don't have like a fishing excursion like where we're at. But I guarantee you, any one of these fishing guys, if I paid them a little money, they would take me out in their little long tail boat and sit out in the sun and bake, you know, for however long they want to sit out there. Yeah, the Mekong River has definitely changed because of all the dams. They're just going to have to adapt to it, so nothing you can do about it. Have you been ocean fishing for tuna and marlin? Not here in Thailand. We went fishing, and I have some videos of us fishing for barracuda out in the Gulf of Thailand. We're going to do that again this year in October, September is the best time to do. That's when the barracuda come in, and we go to Koh Chang and do a fishing all-day excursion for like $30, you know, including food. Wait a minute from Sacramento. Good to see you. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome, sexy.
Okay, going through the comments. I want to go barracuda fishing. Chuck, love your videos. I'm gonna go to Koh Chang, like I said, September, October. You can meet us there. Matagorda, your favorite fishing spot. My buddy that I fish with used to guide there. Man, we always kill them on the specs out there. I love Matagorda, but I prefer, you know, like Lake Sam Rayburn, Toledo Bend, bass fishing, stuff like that. Vince from Alabama, good to see you. Tony, hello. Yes, David, yes, they are working on, they have plans for another dam downriver from us. Thailand does not own a whole section of the Mekong, so they have to get, you know, with Lao, and that doesn't always work out. So, but they have plans. Lauren from Connecticut, good to see you. Getting back here next year. Sad, another dam. They have to. I mean, it's just the way it is right now. They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to make another dam because at some point, right now, what it's doing not only disrupting the fish, but it's disrupting the land, especially in the Nakhon. A lot of the structure, with the water has been so low, and it's changed the sediment that it's causing the banks to come in. So they're going to have to do something. You know, they're going to lose a lot of shoreline, I think. I don't think that's the reason. I don't know if that's 100% the reason why they're doing it, but I'm saying it has changed a lot. And a lot of stuff is collapsing on the banks because of because it's changed. Are bass good eating, or are they just sport fish? Yeah, bass is pretty good. It has a lot of bone in it, but it's any fish that eats other fish is usually a good sweet, like trout. You know, trout is a strong fish, and the meat is really good. But bass, not a big bass, but I would say like a 2-pound bass is pretty good. Best thing to do is scale it, gut it, and cook it whole, and then you can just pick the meat off of the bone. Other than, because when you fillet it, you get like a little slab, little tiny bit of meat. How safe are the river fish? The water's pretty clean, actually. It's just the sediment coming off of the, the clay, but. They're healthy, strong fish, and usually the current is going pretty damn fast, you know. But I don't know what you mean by safe. You know, I think any river fish usually is a lot safer than a farmed and a stagnant water fish, you know. A lot of people live there off of the fish on the river in the Mekong. And a lot of people here, they won't buy any fish unless it come out of the river. They don't trust the farmed fish. It doesn't taste the same. And it doesn't, because there's too much fat in the farmed fish. You can taste the difference. John and Noy, how are you today from Destin? Beautiful. The most beautiful beach in all of the United States, except for Hawaii, is in Destin. Like the sand is like snow, the same color as snow. I think we got videos on that too. We have not been to Bali. I don't think we have an interest in going to Bali. I don't know if I want to spend the money to go there. You know, there's a lot of beautiful things in Thailand and the surrounding countries versus in going to Bali. I don't know. We've talked about it before. We have friends that invited us there, but I don't know. I'm just not really interested in it. Panama City is the same beach, yes. It's just on the other side of the bridge, right? We spent my daughter lived there. She was stationed there for a while. And we traveled in our travel trailer and stayed out that way for quite a bit. Quite a bit of time. Thank you very much for the 401 thumbs up. Thank you for that. We have 410 people watching. We're coming to the end of the video, so I know it's not exciting at the end because my voice is gone. We've been live streaming for 114 minutes now. So just trying to look at you guys. A lot of you are talking amongst yourself. If you're coming at the end of this video, I pretty much talked about all the things that are happening locally and stuff in Thailand at the beginning of the video, and what's happening with the channel. And you know, I just lost connection. Yeah, at the beginning of the video. The sand in Destin actually comes from the Appalachian Mountains. Fun fact. Almost feel like checking that fact. But if you say so, it's beautiful sand, I know that. Yes, the only place I've ever seen the VA is in the Philippines. Probably because we had a massive base there. Any American RV trips planned again in the future? The only RV trip that we have is when we go to New Zealand. We want to go to the couple of islands in New Zealand and travel around in a, I don't know what you call it, a motor coach or a van, or I don't know what you call it. They call it something different over there. Download, thank you very much for the Leo. Appreciate that. Where is the closest Walmart? China, I think. I don't know if there's one in Singapore or not. You know, the damnedest thing I ever saw, I saw some videos of a Walmart in China, and it's exactly the same as the United States. Imagine that. But I haven't been to one in China, but that might be the closest. Thailand needs building codes like no building 100 feet from the shoreline. I'm kind of glad Thailand doesn't have so many rules and regulations and codes and stuff like that. I know it gets irritated, especially with the driving, but if you think about the alternative, if Thailand turned into like a regulatory like country, it would be different, right? For me, I know it's aggravating, but I still like the up to you attitude. I wish we were like that. Well, I don't want to get into that conversation, but yeah, at least their houses are pretty strong. But some of the ones like on the river, they're like made out of sticks, you know. But up to them if that's what they want to do, you know. I guess if you want to have something built, you can have it built any way you want to, which is a good thing. Like some places like in the West, you know, you can't build something the way you want to. You have to have, you know, plans. It has to be approved. It has to be, you know, built to standards to get insurance, and you know, there's a lot of technicalities. And I kind of like the up to you. So. Motorhome. It's a motorhome? Okay. The same in Australia. Well, that's what we call it, a motorhome. But I thought they called it something different. But a lot of people have sent me some stuff about trout fishing and a lot of cool things in New Zealand. And a lot of the RV parks are set up like the ones in the West where they have like the place where you can eat and shower, and you can stay there. You know, they have rooms too at the parks. Caravan. Homeowners Association. You know, they do have now a lot in Thailand, gated communities with spec houses. And I've taken you guys to my aunt's house in Karat a bunch of times. That's like a spec house. You know, it's in a gated community. They have couple of different designed homes. They're all basically the same. And they have like a homeowners association and rules and guideline. You can't, you know, like in America, you can't build a deer stand in your front yard, you know, in your subdivision. But they have something similar to that here in Thailand. So if that, they do have that option if that's the way you like to live, you know, where things are set up in order, you know, community pool, gym, and it's gated with a security guard. They have that a lot in Thailand now. You have marriage pictures of you and Paige. Me and Paige got married at the Justice of the Peace. We'd both been married before and didn't want to have a big wedding. We had a kind of a ceremony here. I made a video on it here in Thailand a long time ago, maybe, I don't know, like 2010. Big C is Thailand's Walmart, yeah. Why don't Thai people eat a lot of beef? It's expensive. And they don't know how to cook it anyway. There are more cows than I would say water buffalo or kwai in Thailand. We've traveled almost everywhere and I have seen way more cows than I have seen buffalo. It's weird because the buffalo are easy. They eat anything. They're easier to maintain, and cows are picky about what they eat. I don't know. The cows here look like they're about to fall over.
So skinny.
Skinny cow. You know, they don't have the foliage here. They don't have the grain. They don't have the right kind of food for a cow, you know. I don't think they quite understand that yet. Terry from Hong Kong, good to see you. Let's see, have you brought lots of your tools from the U.S. and Thailand? I heard it's hard to find good quality tools. Yes, that is true, to find quality tools. And I had crap loads of tools. I gave like almost all of them away. And I just brought a handful of stuff that I don't even hardly use. But you're not going to find Snap-on or Craftsman or Mac tools, or you're not going to find any of that stuff. And it's difficult to bring it because it's heavy. Shrimp farming business is good in Thailand. The prawn business is good. You know, they have like turkeys in Thailand too. And I tried to order a turkey. Well, I did. I ordered a turkey here locally for Thanksgiving. I was going to have a big turkey dinner. And I made a video on it. Imagine that. And the turkey was pathetic. When I got it, it was all, I mean, it still had like rice in the stomach. You know, it's like, golly, this is something that you just would stew in a pot. You know, it's just all bones and no meat. And that's how the cows are. Now, there are cow ranches. In Sakon Nakhon, there's a lot of beef. They specialize a lot in beef in Sakon Nakhon. I don't think it tastes. They just don't have the quality mix like in America. In America, a lot of it is corn-fed, so we have a different flavor to our meat because there's a perfect mix of fat and muscle, and here it's just all like gristle and lean. And it's grainy. It just doesn't have that feeling like this is a juicy steak, you know, in Thailand. And I'm not a steak connoisseur, but the steak it tastes like crap here in Thailand. But they specialize it, and they have fat cows and everything here on the ranches, and they even have a big park, and you can do like an excursion on the farm. But their quality T-bone and their quality meat is not that good. Now, if you get something imported, like an Australian cut or something from New Zealand or something, it's expensive, like really expensive. And I just cannot see buying a little thin T-bone for 700 baht. It just doesn't make sense to me. So they can cook the crap out of pork and chicken. I just go for that, you know. But however, I did discover that they have Australian beef in a small section in a macro in the back that is really good. And I could buy a nice steak for 110 baht, which is like $4 or $5, you know. Between $3 and $5, I can get a nice Australian steak with a good piece of fat in it. And if you cook it like the way you like to have it cooked, it's good. It's pretty good. We made, what did I make it? Oh, I made quesadillas with one of the steaks, and I made it into like a fajita meat. It was good, huh? Mm-hmm. And tonight they want me to make it again, but like fajita tacos. Mm-hmm. But if you live here and you go in the back of the macro section where they cut all the meat up back there in the back, I discovered there's a little freezer in the corner. And they have their best quality Thai beef there too. You can look at it, and you know, if you find a piece with a good, like, it looks like a good mix of fat in it, it still doesn't taste quite right, you know. But if you get some Australian beef, Australian beef will have a sticker on there. It's like the same damn price. Kobe beef is the best, but man, is that expensive. They have like a step down version in Japan of the Kobe beef, and it's really good too. But it's, you know, it's expensive. But the Kobe beef is amazing. But you guys, you know what they do to those cows? They like pamper them, you know. The best steak is Aberdeen Angus, my local. Is that Canadian? I'm sorry. I think, you know, if you're raised on a certain type of food, you know, it's always going to be what your taste buds are familiar with, right? So... Scottish. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just a stupid American. Okay. I would love to go to Scotland for sure. Harbor Freight sells crap. Global House has large selection of tools. Quality is okay. The price is very low here. Also, some TOA stores have it. Yeah. I mean, for what you're going to use it for in Thailand, is the cheap stuff. What difference does it make, right? Thank you again, David, for that. What type of wood could you use to smoke meat in Thailand to impart good flavor?
I don't know.
You know, they got redwoods here, but I don't know cooking it. I mean, it's not like you're going to find hickory or cedar or... I don't know, you know, most of the charcoal that is just some kind of like, it might even be a rubber tree for all I know. I don't know what the hell they're making the charcoal with. But I have seen, if you go to like Villa Market, there's one in Bangkok, I know there's one in Udon, they'll have the bags that's imported of the hickory, wood chips and stuff like that you could get for just... You know, throw that on top of the charcoal for flavoring. We used to take it and put it in like a aluminum foil and poke a bunch of small holes in it and put it on top of the, like if you have a gas grill, and then it would smoke inside and then it would get the flavor. No mesquite in Thailand, no. Coconut shells. You know. Lazada has hickory and mesquite from Weber. Yeah, Lazada has like everything, doesn't it? There are ants everywhere in Thailand. There is a crap load of every kind of insect in Thailand. So I'm not a big fan of bugs, even though I'm in Texas and Florida, there's huge bugs. I still hate the damn things. And I was so freaked out when I got here. There's ants everywhere. You can't leave something out certain times of the year. Ants will just carry it off. And it was just like, really like, God, I can't stand it. But now it's like, oh, whatever. So I'm like eating my food, and there's little tiny ants on my plate. I'm just saying, whatever. What the hell can you do? You know, there's friggin' ants. There's bugs everywhere. We live in the tropics. You know. Wood from a lychee tree. Interesting. Protein, exactly. They eat ants here, the big giant red ants. Get more geckos. We have a lot of geckos, a lot. They're our friends. My Thai wife can't understand why I freak out about ants and bugs in the kitchen. It's a losing battle, it really is. I mean, even if you were to seal up your house, you're still going to get it. Do I like to eat stink beans? Are you talking about like satay? The green, if you are, there's no flavor to me. Best steak I had in Bangkok was one at a time. You know, if anything you want to get is in Bangkok, because they have the people there that'll buy it. If you're outside of, Bangkok, Phuket, Pattaya, it's difficult to find quality stuff because they just don't, Thai people aren't going to go buy it. So, and they like to eat their steak in a strange way. So anything you want in Bangkok, because there's the people there somebody's going to buy it there. Terry, thank you very much for that. Thank you. I forgot to tell Pei, but I saw one of the big giant black scorpions that they're always trying to feed you, like if you go to Khao San Road or some areas. I saw one right on my bicycle. As soon as I turned around, I was going to take a picture of it. It took off, but it was walking across the road with it's like a gigantic, well, probably like maybe that big, black scorpion. Shit, no, I wouldn't let it bite me. But I wanted to take a picture of it. And by the time I turned my bicycle around, it was gone. Mm-hmm. Paige hates spiders.
I like spiders.
Where's my zapper? Okay, we're 2 hours now. I got 8 minutes to go, right?
Yeah.
Dimitri, good to see you again. Mm-hmm. Are you going to bring us some Colt 45? Dimitri, if you bring it, brother, I will drink it with you. But if you're going to bring it, bring me a Modelo and Paige a Dos Equis, at least. At least bring something quality, right? But if you want to carry that with you, we'll make a video on it. It'll be funny. Jimmy, good to see you back. You know what? I don't have a problem with spiders because they eat insects. And a lot of times they just hang up on the corner of the house, but they're eating insects. And I don't like the insects, but Paige has me kill all the damn webs and the spiders. Paige is a good cook. She doesn't have to cook here. Shiner Bach. I never was a fan of Shiner Bach. See, this is what happened yesterday. We started talking about booze. Are you talking about the little thin spiders, the little tiny ones? I think that's what you're talking about. And we have about 5 tucat, those big giant tucat lizards in the house. They come out at night and make all kind of damn noise. That freaked me out. The first time I come to Thailand, I put screens all in the bathroom upstairs because of, I mean, I had to go to the bathroom like this, you know, there's all kind of crap, you know, it's flying around my head, you know. So I put screens up, so now they still kind of come in. But anyway, when I first moved here, I get up in the morning and then I use the restroom and I look up and it's like a friggin' lizard, like looked like a damn Tyrannosaurus Rex staring at me with these gigantic eyes like, dude, do not move. I'm almost finished. If you come at me, I will smash the crap out of you. And I come downstairs, I was like, what the hell is that? What is that in the house, you know? I didn't know what it was. I freaked out. But now they're cool. They're fine. They don't mess with you, but they leave gigantic turds everywhere. And they're loud. They make this, and the older they get, they like make this noise. And you can tell when one's really old by how many times it makes this loud ass noise, you know? Are there many 7-Elevens where I live? Yeah, I made a video not too long ago about our little town. I took a bike ride around our town maybe a few weeks ago and pointed out we have 5 7-Elevens in our town and 2 mini Big C's in our town. It's called a gecko. Here they call a gecko the small lizard. They call the big ones tuka, because that's the sound it makes, right? It makes sense, right? Tuka, tuka. They call it a tuka. The big one. I know there's a name, there's an official name for it. 12,000 in Thailand. 12,000 7-Elevens in Thailand. Are you sure there's not more than that? It's called okay, it's a gecko. It is a gecko. It's not a tuka, it's a gecko. Whatever, dude. Modelo Negro. I like Modelo Especial. Yeah, I remember I saw a monitor. They have 2 types of lizards. They have the water monitor lizard and then the other monitor lizard. It's like a dragon monitor. I don't remember what it's called. I'm sure it's a gecko, right? But these things are huge and they walk around the streets in Bangkok of all damn places, you know. But the water monitors, that's what it is. Water monitors, they're all over the place in Thailand. Small lizard. Hey, Robert. Jim Jock, small lizards. Jim Bean and Ginger are my favorite friends here. Komodo dragon, that's it, yeah. David, what will happen when your parents-in-law will get so old they cannot take care of themselves? I'm married to a Thai woman and asking me this all the time. That's a good question. Me and Paige have actually had this discussion, and actually I brought it up. What the hell are we going to do with them when they get older? Because we can't deal with them right now. So, here's my plan. They live downstairs, we live upstairs. We are going to have a live-in. I'm going to build a room in an air-conditioned room just on the other side of my father-in-law's, where he keeps all of his crap. Build a room right there, and have a live-in that she can take care of the cleaning, take care of them, the cooking, and all that stuff. So we are going to hire somebody to take care of it, because Paige isn't going to do it. I can promise you that right now. Paige will definitely lock them in a room. She's not the sweetheart everybody thinks. I was going through some comments last night we were in bed, and I was like, hey, listen to this guy, and I read it to her. I was like, you believe this guy? She goes, I said, I'm not even going to respond to him. She goes, it's free. Just tell him it's free. I'm like, okay. So I made the comment, You have to know that I'm not gonna tell you because the guy's an idiot. It's free. Yeah, it's free. If you don't like the channel, you don't like the whatever, it's free. Go away. It's just free. She has a few other choice words too for him though. Anyway. Do I enjoy baking the cookies? Yeah, Dimitri, I made some cookies the other day and gave them away. I think they like to have it with coffee. I've only made them one time since we've been in house arrest because I knew I'd eat them. I like to snack on them. And I have maybe a couple of cocktails at night and finish up my video and I'm like, the cookies are right there and I go grab a couple and then a couple and I end up eating the damn cookies, you know, so I try not to make too many unless we could just give them away. Careful, I only have 2 chances left. Nothing lasts forever anyway, right? I want to retire in Thailand, but taking care of my mother so she doesn't have to end up in a nursing. But, you know, we all have our responsibilities we have to deal with, you know. There's nothing wrong with that. I had to raise my kids to make sure that they were settled in, you know, before I could actually leave to come move to Thailand. So, you know, you got to take care of your responsibilities in life first, you know. I was just fortunate, you know, I have 2 healthy parents still, and just had to deal with my kids, you know. Dimitri, I still like to cook. I'm making fajitas tonight, actually. I've made a whole lot of bakery stuff, I can tell you right now. They are tired of me. When I'm in there and the blender's going to like, oh shit, what is he making now? Chuck, have you had any durian this season? I just made a video on it, like, I think it was my last video of eating durian. It's called, what is that smell? Or I think I said, did you fart? It was something like that is what the video was called. And yeah, we got some nice, fresh, ripe durian. I love durian. It's not my go-to fruit, you know, but problem is it smells and Paige hates it.
Smell bad.
The smellier it is, the sweeter it tastes. Do you miss having pets? I don't. I think Paige misses her cats, but not enough to where we would have a responsibility of owning an animal. So I asked Paige, I was like, I will seriously get you a dog and we'll figure something out. I'll get you a cat, you know. Problem is it's dangerous in Thailand because they run out in the street and be dead, you know. She doesn't want it, you know. We want to travel and be flexible. But I think she misses her cats.
My uncle have a lot of cats.
Yeah, we can go visit huskies, and her uncle has like crap loads of cats.
2 uncles have 20 cats at each.
El Chaudhary, what is the most bizarre food you or Paige have ever eaten in my life? Other than the insects, bizarre food.
I don't eat.
I can tell you my worst experience was eating cow placenta.
Yeah, forget it.
That was my worst because they were eating it one day at a Sunday fun day, and I was like, what is that you guys are? It was like in a stew with other stuff, you know. I was like, that smells pretty good. And they're like, yeah, it's, you know, in Thai, whatever that is, it's cow placenta. And like, you want to try it? You want to try it? I'm like, well, yeah, of course I want to try it. And it tastes pretty good, but I was literally in the bathroom for 5 days straight. It was not, that was my worst experience of Thai food or eating food anywhere, I think. That was the strangest, it wasn't the strange, I don't know, I can't answer that, but that was the worst thing that I ever eaten. But I've eaten a lot of crazy like bugs, and I don't do raw fish. Like the jumping shrimp thing, I'm not going to eat the raw food. Richard, biking in San Francisco. Very cool.
41.6.
Gianna, good to see you. Paige has a lot of lizards. The toucan is her pets. That's what she had as a pet growing up. Toucan. U.S. celebrities love to eat their own placentas. That's a strange comment. That would be strange for somebody to actually do that, but hey, whatever. They eat a lot of crazy shit in China, apparently. Yeah, Adam, I'm not really into raw food. I have this thing against parasites. I don't know. In Thailand, you got to be careful with parasites too. You can get these, it's like a pill, it's called man, I'm gonna have to go. I've been talking too long. Vermicide. Is that backwards to you? I don't know. Let me see. No. But take a couple of these and this kills all the parasites. It's like two tablets, and they're in every pharmacy in Thailand because Thai people eat a lot of raw shit, and they gotta eat this so that they don't have a kidney failure, liver failure. I always tell people when they're coming over here on holiday to buy charcoal tablets. They sell them at every single 7-Eleven. On the front counter, you'll see a package of medicated charcoal. That's pretty safe because we don't have parasites in the food in the West. Everything is kosher, right? That's why when we go outside, that's another thing I really don't want to get into, but I think that the Thai people's system is very strong because of what they eat and their atmosphere and the way that they live, that they're strong and they're able to fight off viruses and parasites and stuff like that. Thank you, Steve, very much. Thai or Filipino? Who are nicer people? I don't know many Filipinos. I love Thai people, though. I totally forgot what the hell I was talking about. Oh, Thai people can eat a lot of crazy stuff. What is that? A donut? She's showing me pictures of donuts. But, they don't get sick like us. But when I come over here to holiday before I get sick, but the medicated charcoal works. You just eat it prior to eating your meal, and it kills bacteria. I mean, if you're already sick, it doesn't work that well, but they sell the medicated charcoal everywhere. Scott says, actually, those bass you catch in the lake have worms. That's why you gotta cook them good. I don't like raw meat, period. I don't like raw fish. I don't like sushi. I don't like worms. So yeah, typically, even with beef, a lot of people say, I don't really like my beef really rare. I might get a little pink, but I prefer really if I don't know where I'm eating I just say, just well done. I'm okay with that. Here's another person, Song Yuk Chung, good to see you. Medicated charcoal works like a charm. It does work, it works. We used it in the military. Medics carried that around when we had to eat a lot of crazy stuff out in the field. The medicated charcoal works. How long before you come back to the U.S.? Next year, we're going to probably go back, maybe. Looney Rizzle, how come all you expats have the serial killer gene? What does that mean? That is strange. I don't know. I don't understand that. What is that? What is the name of that gene? International travel won't be the same anymore. You're right. A lot of things probably won't be the same. Same thing that happened anytime there's a crisis. They always seem to take freedoms away from you. Kellogg's gene.
What is that?
I don't know. I don't know. We started talking about some kind of weird.
Scientists?
Some people say weird things. I don't know. A lot of times they just, I don't know. Maybe they're drunk. I don't know. It's random stuff.
Oh, could be. It's 11 o'clock.
Is it medicated or is it activated charcoal? I think it's the same, right? I don't know what it is here, if it's activated or meditated. Medicated. Do we have any here in the room?
Blah.
Yeah. I don't know. Medicated, activated. I think it's this. I don't know what it is in Thai. It's in Thai.
Amy said it, didn't it?
It's in every 7-Eleven, yeah.
Somebody say, give you a kiss on the cheek.
Time to block. Is it activated, Daz? Is that what it says?
What?
I don't know, activated or medicated. I don't know. What the hell the difference is? I don't know.
I have mosquito bite.
Activated is the same as medic. I don't know, but I know I brought some from the States, and it was you could buy like a bottle of it and it said medicated. The stuff that we had in the military was medicated charcoal. But I have a package somewhere, whatever, but I'm sure somebody's probably looking at one right now that says activated.
It's not the same.
I see, Looney. You are actually a loony person who thinks that my butt was hurting or something. I don't know.
You're gonna get eye infection again?
Somebody looking for attention. The small portion of people that are outspoken that want to be heard, whatever. What time is it in Thailand right now? 11:33 in the morning. Blocked and reported. These people always come like late to the party. You guys should go just check out, if you got nothing to do, look at some of the older videos in the comments. These people, they like my drive-by commenters, they wait till the party's over and then they come and they talk crap, It's funny, these people, they just want, it's not really that they want you to comment to them, it feels better for them to just get it out like they're, I don't know, it just makes them feel better, like superior, I guess, But some of the comments are funny that come later on. Yes, I'm going to go here. It is lunchtime. Laura, we had to cancel our June trip to Thailand and the Philippines. We were so sad. Yeah, a lot of people are wanting. It's a lot of people with Thai wives that are stuck out, I don't know what they're going to do for those people. But we're going to find out next Monday on what changes are going to be made here in Thailand on the second phase. And then we ought to have a pretty good idea at the end of the month on the third phase and what they've got some kind of idea with travel bubbles with Australia and New Zealand. Song Yuk Chong, just ignore the irrelevant comments. We regulars just appreciate you. I pretty much do for the most part. My channel is mostly interacting with you guys. I'm mostly bringing everybody along for the journey, right? It's not a video of just, me talking and some B-roll and being stupid and trying to get subscribers. It's about showing you guys life in Thailand. So, I'm a part of the comments, and I want to keep the comment section going because it's helpful for a lot of people that have sincere questions and stuff on the comment section to try to help you with your specific need, and I don't want to shut that down, but I have to monitor the comments, but some of them are just crazy, but that's honestly, I think they believe that, that's their perspective and they think that they're right and they just don't agree with, most of the population, and that's okay. But then they get like really stupid, like they'll say something to disagree with you and then they'll call you like an idiot or something derogatory. Like, what is wrong with you? Just state what your opinion is and be an adult. Not state your opinion and it's always you're just a typical American that blah, 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 blah. Like, what the hell does that mean? Stop that. I don't know when we're coming to Australia. Maybe, I hope next year, Australia and New Zealand. Singapore's close, we gotta wait till, we can't go anywhere out of the country. I don't even want to think about it quite yet, I don't think we'll be able to go out this year. When was the last time I had a big sheet at 7-Eleven? I've never had that before. I've had a big sheet, but I've never eaten the sheet of dried seaweed. Randy says his wife is the same as Paige. Annoying, huh? Paige is a fun person to be around. She is the queen of aggravation, though. Definitely. What do I love more, coffee or beer? I'm about 2 cups of coffee a day. Usually 1 or 2 beers a day. I don't know. I like my beer at night and the coffee in the morning. Can I have them both? I don't know. It's nasty. What is nasty? What did I say? Oh, the big sheet. It probably just tastes like paper. I don't know. 2 coffee and 2 big sheets a day. That's pretty good if you can get 2 sheets in one day. Big ones, anyway. That's good. It's good. That's healthy. It's hard to get Paige to get into a serious conversation when she knows the camera's going. A lot of people are like that in front of a camera. I have met so many people that have so much awesome information, and as soon as I bring the camera out, they get weird. Not everybody does good in the camera, She is getting better because she's around it all the time. If I just set it on the side and have a talk with her, she's okay. But if I put the microphone to her, she's like, it changes. But it's not just Paige. Most people are like that. Most. And I can't, I feel guilty putting them on video because it's just not, it's too uncomfortable to watch, People get weird in front of them. They get self-conscious in front of, like they're worried about, they're thinking about what they're going to say before they say it. And that's how Paige is. She's always thinking ahead of time. How is my blood pressure in Asia compared to living in America? I want to say, of course, it's way better because I have zero stress really here. But I don't know. I've been on blood pressure medication most of my life. I was born with kind of an irregular, like above normal sized heart. And I had to take blood pressure medication when I when I turned 30, it was, I mean, I probably should have took it earlier, but I have to monitor it. I've tried getting off of it. I actually almost had a stroke one time because I wanted to get off of it. I didn't want to take it no more. I got on some different stuff. The stuff I was taking made me really dizzy and lightheaded. I'm very active and I like to go work out, and it made me feel woozy a lot. So, but my blood pressure shot up so high one day. I passed out in a Walmart on a Sunday and had to go to the emergency room. And after that, my doctor said, hey, look, if you don't want to take it, then don't take it. You could probably, most likely, you're going to wake up with a stroke or wake up with a heart attack in your sleep. And or you could just take the pills and maintain it. So the pills really aren't, the only side effect is that you may not die. So I'm like, okay. So anyway, he put me on some lisinopril, and it seems to be fine, and I've been doing that. So what are you going to do? Every time I mention I'm on blood pressure pill, oh, you got to get off of that crap and do this and do that and do that. But shit, what if I can't? You know, I mean, what if my alternative is to possibly have a stroke in the middle of the night? Because it almost happened to me a couple of times, and taking the pill is just not that big of an issue, and I don't think it's causing any side effects after taking it now for over 20 years. So, or maybe it has. Maybe it's made me stupid. I don't know. What the hell do I know? But that's really all I take. Oh my God, hope you live close to a good hospital. Why? I just had a health check. If you want to know my health condition, watch tomorrow's video. I just had a complete physical done. Me and Paige had it done yesterday. I trust the hospitals more here in Thailand than anywhere in the world. My blood pressure right now is about 127 over 80, typically. So I don't think that's bad, right? Have you ever made enchiladas? They wouldn't eat it. I have made it, but they don't like it. It's too much. The cheese and the sauce, they don't like it. I'm making fajitas tonight. I gotta go, guys. I've been talking way too damn long. Anyway, I thank you very much. We still have 338, 7, 6, 5 people here on the channel. If you got time to give me a thumbs up and you haven't done that already, I appreciate that. Always. The thumbs up are always appreciated. Anyway, I hope you guys watch the video tomorrow. Thank you for listening to me for 2 hours now. Yeah, I owed it to you guys. I'm going to try to do one every month. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, probably next month when we get the I think we'll know more about what's going to go on in Thailand at the end of this month. So we'll know more Monday. But we'll talk about it in a video, but I'll do another live stream probably next month. So anyway, if you enjoyed Paige aggravating me, give me the thumbs up or a thumbs down. If you didn't like it, let me do that now. And we'll see you guys on the next video. Okay? Bye. I hope you guys have an awesome, great day, and be safe. And we're all going to get through this thing. It's going to be over soon. So anyway, good night and good afternoon, and I'll see you guys on the next video.
Good night. Go sleep.
Bye.
Drink some beer and go
Hang on,
sleep.
I got to hit the X. You're shaking me. Okay.